Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling something many of us find, well, a bit tricky, budgeting.
That's right. But we've got some interesting insights today from a blog post by Netta Vibes.
Yeah, they're focused on how digital planners can actually, simplify things quite a bit.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
all about using these digital tools that are pretty readily available now to feel more empowered financially.
Taking charge without getting lost in loads of paper, maybe.
That's the idea. Less paper, more clarity.
Okay, so our goal here is to explore how these digital budget planners can make managing money easier.
And hopefully help you save more, boost your awareness about where your cash is actually going.
Right. Let's jump in then. One of the first big plus points seems to be just making everything simpler, more organized compared to, say, pen and paper.
Absolutely. The source really emphasizes that. Digital planners bring this structure that just reduces the mental load.
Takes away some of that stress.
Yeah, no more digging around for that crumpled receipt or wondering where you scribbled down that expense. It's all there.
And it's not just about being tidy, is it? It's the flexibility, too.
Huge factor. You can pull it up on your phone, your tablet,
Yeah.
wherever you happen to be.
Super convenient. Plus, you mentioned automation. What kind of things get automated?
Well, think about like automatically categorizing some online spending maybe, or setting up reminders so you don't miss bill payments.
Whoa, okay. That saves time. Reduces errors, too, I bet.
Definitely. And that ease of use, that accessibility, it connects directly to the next point, which is uh, better financial awareness.
Right, this is where it gets interesting for me. The article says actively logging your expenses really makes you conscious of where the money's going.
It's like you're forced to look at it.
Seeing those daily coffees actually add up, perhaps. Why is logging them actively so powerful?
Well, it's that deliberate action, isn't it? You have to consciously record it.
Takes a moment of thought.
Exactly. It brings that spending decision right to the front of your mind. Makes you maybe think twice before an impulse buy.
And seeing it visually laid out.
Yeah, the patterns can be quite revealing. It really does make the invisible visible, like you said earlier.
Okay, so visibility structure. The post also talks about how these tools give you a structured approach, whether you're saving for something big or just handling monthly bills.
Yeah, it provides a clear framework. You can set your goals, maybe a down payment, paying off some debt,
Mhm.
and then the planner helps you map out, how you're actually going to get there.
That structure sounds really valuable, and that's where templates come in, right?
Spot on. Those built-in templates are incredibly helpful.
So what do they typically offer? What's in them?
Often you'll find like preset expense categories, which saves a ton of setup time,
Right.
tools to track your bills, see what's coming up, and different ways to visualize how you're doing on those savings goals. Takes the guesswork out.
So it removes that initial hurdle of how do I even start setting this up?
Precisely. It makes getting started much less intimidating.
And this isn't just a quick fix, is it? It sounds like it's about building better habits for the long run.
That's the goal, really. Using a budget journal consistently, it fosters better money management skills. It helps reduce that financial stress over time.
Which ultimately gives you more control.
Exactly. Empowerment and control. That's key.
Okay, now the Netta Vibes article specifically mentions their own product, the Digital Budget Planner and Expense Tracker. Any standout features there?
Yeah, they highlight some practical things like specific paycheck planners and monthly planners to help budget more effectively based on your income cycle.
Okay, tailored to when you get paid.
Right. And they make it easy to track not just income and expenses, but also potential tax deductions.
Tax deductions. That's a definite bonus. Not something everyone thinks to track.
Definitely not. And what else? Well, the ability to monitor your savings progress, obviously,
Uh-huh.
but also your net worth, what you own versus what you owe.
Gives you the bigger picture.
Exactly. And also things called sinking funds.
Sinking funds.
Yeah, that's just money you deliberately set aside for specific future expenses, like holidays or maybe car repairs, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Planning ahead for the lump sums.
Right. Plus tools for planning those future expenses and reaching those longer-term goals we talked about earlier.
And it sounds like it's pretty immediate. You can just get going.
Yes, they emphasize the instant download part, suggesting you could basically start taking charge straight away, no waiting around.
Okay, so wrapping this up. It seems digital budget planners offer a really practical, accessible way to get a handle on your finances.
Yeah, through organization, much better awareness of your spending,
Yeah.
and that structured planning aspect,
It helps you move from feeling maybe a bit overwhelmed.
to feeling more confident and, crucially, in control of your money.
Right. Okay, so here's a final thought for you listening. Considering how easy these tools